Hello everyone, welcome to my live snow update video. We're currently tracking the potential for the first significant snow event in parts of southeast England and eastern England tonight. And as you can see here, we already have amber and yellow warnings in force. So let's find out a little bit more information about those. We currently have a yellow snow and ice warning in force for parts of Scotland, most of Scotland really, northern England, and then also down into parts of the Midlands and eastern and northeastern England as well. That's valid from midnight till 6 p.m. tomorrow, and you can see there's a small chance of disruption. And we could widely see we could see 1 to 3 centimeters at low levels, as you can see there, and then possibly 5 to 10 centimeters or even 20 centimeters on some very high ground. Then we have a separate snow warning, which is across the south and southeast. That's valid from 3 a.m. to 8 p.m. I think those times are probably a little bit overdone, especially till 8 p.m. But that's probably to account for any flooding that might occur as the snow melts. But you can see they're expecting 1 to 3 centimeters of snow quite widely, with 5 to 10 centimeters possible in places. So we have a fairly medium chance of disruption there, as you can see here. But the focus has really been drawn to parts of East Anglia, Cambridgeshire, also parts of Essex as well, and just north of London in the home counties, where we're seeing very widely 1 to 3 centimeters, and 5 to 10 centimeters in possibly quite a few places. And you can see here that there is quite a fairly high chance of transport disruption, with some delays and cancellations, and possibly power cuts, and possibly some rural communities could become cut off. But that's probably a bit over the top, if you like. So this is the latest radar image. If I turn off the precipitation type, you can see we have this very active band of rain, which is then starting to turn into rain, sleet and snow, which is moving into into all of the UK really, and that's what's going to be causing the snow. If we turn the precipitation type on, we can see it's turning to rain, sleet and snow across parts of Wales. Actually a bit of freezing rain being shown up and just on the leading edge of that band, but snow over high ground in northwest England, Lake District, southwest Scotland, the Highlands, and then sleet in some areas to lower levels as well. But if you can see, if I run through this forecast, you can see by about one at this current rate, by about 1:15, we can probably see this band being in this region. Okay, so if we look at some of the possible snow depth charts, now I get my nice pen out here. But this is from the ECMWF model, and you can see that in parts of northern England over high ground we could see 10 centimeters plus. But I'm mainly focusing on the southeast here. You can see widely, we're seeing a centimeter plus, and then this area is being forecast 5 centimeters plus, which is pretty much where the amber warning is, and then even down to 2 or 3 centimeters near the London area. And to be honest, this is probably quite overdone. Maybe take off a few centimeters from this, 1 to 2 or so centimeters from this, and especially with the latest trends, it looks like the rain is being a bit faster than expected. And if I show you what that means there, with a faster than expected front, that means that the cold air doesn't really have enough time to move northwards, and also just generally decreases the snow threat. It turns to rain quicker. We don't really get a very long spell of snow, and it just brings in the mild air really quickly into with the rain. And so that's what looks like it's happening. We're seeing the front here, and this forecast position was generally supposed to be around midnight or so. So that's why we could see a less than expected last minute snowfall threat. And we can see we have this high pressure here, which is basically just being shunted away to the east as this front moves like this. And if this ridge could have been a little bit stronger, then we probably could have had a higher end snow event. But anyway, we should just be happy not getting snow at all. This is another model. This is the icon model. You can see this is probably the right sort of amounts in northern England, as you can see here, a few centimeters down to lower levels, and this is probably a bit underdone for East Anglia, Cambridgeshire. I think we probably could see these levels that are being shown here fairly more widely into this region, but then probably 5 centimetres or so in East Anglia. This is another model here. This is probably generally fairly right. Maybe a bit more snow further north, but it's probably quite a good outcome of what could happen. 5 centimetres in parts of East Anglia with a dusting, maybe a little bit further south, but this is probably the best one. And then this one is more like the icon model, which I just showed you, with a dusting in some parts. And we could probably see this dusting more widely, and then 5 centimetres in East Anglia. This is the if I just get rid of this, this is the UKV weather model. You can see here, sorry, my pen seems to being a bit broken here. But you can see this UKV weather model. We're running that through, and you can see that this had a slightly larger snow threat, and you can see this one is a bit less extreme, and that's because we've got milder air being pushed in quicker than probably expected. And see, that only really gives a covering of kind of a dusting to a small covering in places. Anyway, so that was the snow threat, everyone. Thank you for watching. Wish everyone's hopefully wishing for the best of snow. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening. Bye.